Hi, David.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us at Eclipse Magazine.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we love your character. We have watched it going from season 1, season 2, and now season 3.
Yes.
So there's a lot of new changes going on for your character. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, definitely. Brandon, he gets accepted and goes to this school, Idlewild. It's sort of this prestigious music school, and it's a new world for him, and it's a cool change for him, and it kind of separates Brandon a little bit from the family, which is also something we haven't seen much of. So we get to see him sort of fend for himself, and have to, rise to the occasion and be confident and be capable. So it's a really cool new aspect, I would say. Along with that, Mike takes in a new character named AJ, which is, I would say, the other big thing that Brandon has to deal with his dad, of course, and feeling defensive and feeling a little hurt by this sort of shared attention that he has to have with AJ for his dad. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of elements. There's a lot of new elements that Brandon's having to face this season, for sure.
Do you think that he'll ever feel a bond with AJ?
David hopes so, but I'm not sure. Brandon kind of took a defensive approach with AJ, and it's understandable. I mean, AJ was not run by him at all, run by Brandon at all, so it was sort of news to him, and then suddenly it was just kind of happening, and he was kind of hurt by that. And it's an interesting perspective because Brandon didn't necessarily seem like he would care about that sort of thing, but obviously he does, and he wants to be included in these decisions, and he wants to know what's going on and not just be pushed off to the side and assume that everything's okay. So yeah, I think there's a little bit of growth overall for Brandon this season, as well as everyone else. Honestly, I think it's a season where they're going through things that cause them to either rise to the occasion, or it's a realization of some sort for them. So it's a cool season so far.
Yeah, and you'll be later on in a future episode. Brandon will be reconnecting with Callie. Now, I heard something about a trip to Mexico.
Yes, definitely. So there is definitely a fun episode coming up where Brandon and Callie go to Mexico, and it's gonna be it was a very quirky, strangely funny episode. I think it's gonna be funnier than usual, which is cool, and it's Brandon and Callie. So obviously Browley fans, will enjoy it, I'm sure. But yeah, we do see them reconnecting. It does sort of have the vibe of old Brandon and Callie a little bit, which is nice because they've definitely sort of been doing their own thing for a while now, and for them to sort of come back and reconnect and catch up is cool to see, and it was cool to do, for sure.
Yeah. And what about someone's little sister?
Yes.
Will we ever see her again?
Lou, yes. Someone's little sister was a big saga, obviously, for Brandon with the band. It seems as though Brandon is kind of at a new chapter in his life with Idlewild, and he's definitely really focused on that. And ultimately, that classical music was what Brandon initially did. And I think that's where he finds the most joy and has the most passion for. I think doing the band thing was a really good musical experience for him. It probably caused him to grow as a musician, but it's nice to see him back, doing the classical thing again. I think that's where he belongs, for sure.
Now, to wrap things up, do you have any words to say to our fans? And you have a lot of fans out there.
I mean, honestly, I just want to thank them for watching the show and being incredibly supportive now 3 seasons in. And it's been kind of a wild ride for us as a cast, and the whole team here is incredibly grateful for the support that we continue to get from everyone. And we have felt now for a while a sense of responsibility to be a voice for the LGBT community, as well as the foster care system. And so it's this is a big show. This is an important show, and we don't want to mess that up. So we just thank you guys for watching and continuing to watch and continuing to be interested.
Hey, thank you. That's so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay.